Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 197. Please subscribe today and 3 more days, and we will be starting our final review for part 1 of the workbook. Just a little note there. Today's lesson is, it can be but my gratitude I earn. And it starts by telling us, here's the second step we take to free your mind from the belief in outside force pitted against your own. And if you're going, but what was the first step? Well, it was yesterday's lesson and the realization that is always ourself that we attack. We make attempts at kindness and forgiveness, yet you turn them to attack again unless you find external gratitude and lavish thanks. Your gifts must be received with honor, lest they be withdrawn. And so you think that God's gifts are loans at best, at worst deceptions, which would cheat you of defense to ensure that when he strikes, he will not fail to kill. We believe in the world that when we give something, that it must be received with lavish thanks. It must be, we must be lauded with gratitude, with words of kindness. And now, because we believe that's what we need, we think that's what God needs. God needs none of that. And God's gifts, as he gives them to us, to all of his children, are given fully and completely and freely, with nothing needed in return. When we give as God gives, we need nothing in return. We have God's gratitude for giving to our brothers, and that is all that is ever required. God is thankful when he sees us being as he is, because indeed we are as he is. How easily are God and guilt confused by those who know not what their thoughts can do. Deny your strength, and weakness must become salvation to you. See yourself as bound, and bars become your home. Nor will you leave the prison house or claim your strength until guilt and salvation are not seen as one, and freedom and salvation are perceived as joined, with strength beside them, to be sought and claimed and found and fully recognized. Again, we don't realize the magnitude of our thoughts. Every single thought we have makes or creates on some level. So if we are thinking with that ego mind, we are still mired down in the guilt of the ego mind. And that is why it is ourself that we attack. And that is why we believe we need a lot of attention, and we need to be praised in order to know who we are. None of that is required. The world must thank you when you offer it release from your illusions. Every time I lift another veil that I have placed on this world, the entire world is grateful for the release that I offer when I drop my illusions. But only my gratitude is necessary, and to give and to receive indeed are one in truth, which we learned many, many lessons ago. Your gratitude is all your gifts require, that they be a lasting offering of a thankful heart, released from hell forever. This is, my tongue gets tied on this. Is it this you would undo by taking back your gifts because they were not honored? Question. It is you who honor them and give them fitting thanks, for it is you who have received the gifts, because to give and to receive indeed are the same. And it does not matter if another thinks your gifts unworthy. In his mind, there is a part that joins with yours in thanking you, because all of our minds are indeed truly joined. It does not matter if your gifts seem lost and ineffectual. They are received where they are given. In your gratitude, they are accepted universally and thankfully acknowledged by the heart of God himself. And would you take them back when he has gratefully accepted them? Now, It seems like we're talking about things in form, but we are not. We are talking about the blessings that we give to another. We are talking about the love that we extend to another. We are talking about the thanks that we give to another. It's for us to be healing the entire sonship with our gratitude. I am grateful for my brother. My brother is one with me, and I am grateful when I learn that. This is very much that pebble in the pond. I throw it in, and I don't know where my gratitude goes. I don't know where my gifts go. I don't know where my blessings go. But my Father knows, and He is grateful that I have made this offering to my brothers. God blesses every gift you give to Him, and every gift is given Him because it can be given only to yourself, and what belongs to God must be His own, and we are indeed one with our Father. I skipped a line in paragraph 4 I want to go back to. In your gratitude are they accepted universally and acknowledged by the heart of God. Maybe I read that, but I didn't emphasize the heart of God. I love that vision, and the phrase is mentioned again later in this lesson. You will never realize His gifts are sure, eternal, changeless, limitless, forever giving out, extending love, and adding to your never-ending joy while you forgive but to attack again. So every beneficent thought that is given to any of my brothers anywhere is blessing them, and it is blessing me as well. But when I give a blessing only to rescind it and now to attack my brother, well, here I am attacking myself again as well. But it is my gratitude that I will earn when I realize that I am attacking myself. I stop doing that, and the entire world is more free every time I realize my blessings are so more powerful than my attack thoughts. Withdraw the gifts you give, and you will think that what is given you has been withdrawn. But learn to let forgiveness take away the sins you think you see outside yourself. There's nothing outside ourselves. And you can never think the gifts of God are lent but for a little while before He snatches them away again in death. For death will have no meaning for you then. When I realize that what my Father gives, He gives eternally. He gives limitlessly, changelessly, forever. And they are sure, and they are never ending, and they increase my joy as He wills for His children to be joyful and happy. And when we have forgiveness laid upon this idea that God does not give temporarily, and when we understand that God's gifts are forever, and that we understand that there is no death, the Son of God is free, then death will have no meaning for us. And with the end of the belief in death will come the end of the belief in fear forever. And when we have no fear about this idea of death, all of our other fears will be lifted as well, and we will be grateful to understand our true and holy self. There's no fear. There's no fear of death. There's no fear of anything. We are remembering that indeed we are the Holy Son of God Himself. And with the end of this belief, is fear forever over. Thank yourself for this, for He is grateful only unto God, and He gives thanks for you unto Himself. To everyone who lives will Christ yet come, for everyone must live and move in Him, and I add breathe. His being in His Father is secure because their will is one. God's will is one with us. Their gratitude to all they have created as no end, for gratitude remains a part of love. Gratitude and love always go together, as we've learned the other day, and gratitude to God becomes the way in which God is remembered, for love cannot be far behind a grateful heart and thankful mind. God enters easily, for these are the true conditions of our homecoming. Thanks be to you. Thanks be to you, Holy Son of God, for as you were created, you contain all things within yourself, big self, and you are still as God created you. The one lesson we must understand. Nor can you dim the light of your perfection. In your heart, the heart of God is laid. He holds you dear because you are himself. All gratitude belongs to you because of what you are. Give thanks as you receive it. Be you free of all ingratitude to anyone who makes yourself complete. And from this self, and everyone makes us complete, we all join together, that one heart, that one mind, that one self. And from this self is no one left outside. We bring all with us. Give thanks for all your countless channels which extend this self. All that you do is given unto him. All that you think can only be his thoughts. Sharing with him, there is one mind, and that I share with God. The holy thoughts of God. Earn now the gratitude you have denied yourself when you forgot the function God has given you. But never think that he has ever ceased to offer thanks to you. God is always grateful to us, his children, his extension, himself. So we are as God created us, and so God is always extending joy, gifts to us, and we will be forever grateful for receiving and giving away each and every one of them. I hope that helped. Just one thing in Shakespeare, to thine own self be true, and that is what we do when we realize that indeed we are the holy thought of God himself. Namaste. Please like, share, subscribe. Please be here tomorrow. Namaste.